Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a very good day. For today's video, I'm here to do a book review, and that is on Fangirl by Rowell. Guys, can I share something with you? I cried. I cried while reading this book, and the funny thing is, this isn't even a sad book. Like, at all. I just was so overwhelmed with the feelings. Water just started coming out of my eyes. I couldn't believe how much I identified with our main character, Kat. I was beside myself. I was like, this doesn't happen to me. It's so weird, and so congratulations, Rowell, for making me cry while reading a book. First time ever. I really enjoyed this book a whole lot. So let me give you a quick synopsis on what this book is all about. So like I said, our main character is Kath, and she and her twin sister Ren are starting their first year of university. And Kath doesn't like this one bit. She's worried about leaving her dad all by himself at home, and her twin sister Ren, who she's been with since forever, she's decided to cut the ties. She wants to experience new things, meet new people, and left Kath to fend for herself. The only thing she's really looking forward to is this fiction writing class, because she herself is a writer. She writes fan fiction, more specifically Simon Snow fan fiction, which is akin to the Harry Potter series. So Kath is just overwhelmed. She doesn't know whether she can get through this year. So that's a quick synopsis on what Fangirl is all about. Next guys, let's talk about the characters, the fantastic characters. I love them, all of them, even the D-bags in this book. Like I said, I really connected with Kath's character. I was beside myself. I was overwhelmed with the feelings, all of her fears and insecurities and the pressure. You know, I was with Kath 100%, 110% throughout this book, and I loved her gradual character development throughout this story. As far as Ren's character, I get it, the need for change and independence. Because I have a sister myself, she's only a year younger, so I thought it was pretty cool how much their relationship paralleled my relationship with my sister and Kath and Ren's dad. Their parents. Oh my gosh, guys. Parents in young adult books, they're kind of swept under the rug like dirt. They're usually ignored. They usually don't come up within the story. And so I really liked how they had an integral part in Kath and Ren's relationship. As far as our other characters, we have Levi, Reagan, Nick. Each one of them had a very distinct personality. So I really liked all of these characters come together and see their relationships play out, see how they interacted with each other. And we cannot, of course, forget about Baz and Simon. They're as much characters as Kath, Ren, and all the other characters are in the book, and I absolutely adore them as well. I love them. As far as the plot is concerned, there's a lot of things going on. We have Kath transitioning into a new environment. There are so many different kinds of relationships going on throughout this story. Her relationship with her sister, with her father, romantic relationships going on. I just couldn't wait to see how these relationships would unfold, and it was fantastic. I loved it. And what I really liked about this story was that the time frame spans a long period of time, so I thought the plot progression and the character development happened at a very realistic pace, so I thought that was really good. And another aspect of Fangirl is the Simon Snow fanfiction. I absolutely adore that part as well. There was much more fanfiction than I was anticipating, and I didn't mind that aspect at all. The Simon Snow series is very akin to the Harry Potter series. There are definitely enough differences for me, at least, that I think the Simon Snow series could stand on its own. I really liked it. The characters, you know, the conflict, it was really cool. I would read that. I'm thinking, who's working on this story right now? Someone work on it so I could read it. With that being said, guys, I'm going to give Fangirl by Rowell 5 stars out of 5. Could you blame me? I cried, guys. You don't understand. I don't cry at really anything, and this made me cry a few times. It's unprecedented. So I don't know. Yeah, the feelings were overwhelming. I didn't know. So I thought it was unbelievably relatable. I thought the pacing was great throughout the story. I loved different aspects throughout the book, the different relationships, the different conflicts. I just soaked it all in. I thought everything that needed to be tied up really well. I knew I would love this book. I just didn't realize how much I would love it. More than this much. For sure. So next, guys, I'm going to get into the spoilers of Fangirl. We're gonna discuss the favorite parts. I think we all share the favorite parts for those who have read the book. Usually at this point of the video, if you wanted to skip the spoilers, you could and see which books I have in mind for my next read, but I'm not going to do it in this case because I don't know what those books are right now, and by the time you see this, I'm either going to read The Giver, Gone Girl, or If I Stay, and I don't know how I'm going to feel after I read one of those books. So my next poll will be up with that review. So if you still haven't read Fangirl yet, pick it up. For those who want to stick for the spoilers, let's discuss. Let's talk about it, shall we? So first, let's talk about the favorite scene. My favorite scene, at least. I think this is a lot of people's favorite scene. It's when Kath reads The Outsiders to Levi. I absolutely adored the whole thing. I didn't know how much I wanted to read a book to a boy until reading this book. Who knew? I don't know if that would actually work in real life. That would be some kind of guy to let you read to them. I thought it was so sweet and so intimate. I loved how intimate that whole thing was, and it was just lovely. I thought it was great. Also at the beginning of the book, when Kath didn't know Levi too well and she would make him wait outside of the room until Reagan came back, I thought that was hilarious because I already knew Levi was the love interest. I was thinking, Kath, why don't you just let him in? He's a good guy. Just let him in. He's cool. But then I forgot Kath doesn't know all of this. She has no idea who Levi was. So all the moments with Kath and Levi, I absolutely adored. You're probably wondering which point in the story where I really cried. When Kath was explaining to Reagan her veneer of slightly crazy and how there's, you know, beneath that just a complete disaster, and I started crying at that part. And it wasn't just that one moment, it was those moments where Kath was just being really self-aware of the kind of person she is the things that kind of held her back, I guess. Her insecurities and fears and pressures and all that I could really identify with, and when she, you know, put that all on the table, I couldn't take it and I cried. So that was, yeah. And I absolutely adored Kath's story at the very end, the very last page, the last line being, "Here I come, ready or not." And so I just absolutely adore that. I think that encompasses what this whole story is all about, and I love this book. I love this book, guys. It was so good. So Rainbow Rowell, thank you for writing such a fantastic book and for making me cry. Good job. Anyways, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I will talk to you later and have a very good one. Bye.